If everybody is wise, wisdom will be common with that right.
Feedback from the future.
Let me say something to you. Whether you like it or not, whether you accept it or not, the duty that you have to respond to in this journey of life is not a choice. I keep saying it to people. Some people are born to manifest at the highest level possible. What that means is that the entire world need to know that you are here. It's not ambition. It's not ambition. It's design. Listen, an American cannot wake up today and feel like eating tuwo. It's not possible. It's not a Nigerian and it's not a Northerner. It's not going to think of it. It's not in his horizon. It doesn't have context for it. And I tell people, whatever comes into your mind, whatever can come into your mind is within reach. Now, somebody can say that's motivation. Believe me, the session we are having on Saturday is not a motivational session. It's not a group coaching session. It's not a conference. It's not a seminar. It's purely an immersion. It's a knowledge immersion, right? And I call it the Galactic mission. And let me analyze something here that some of you have heard me say before. Listen. Never forget this. Never forget this. Never forget this. In this world, you are asked to be global. So when you work very hard, you will be locally successful. Maybe you are in Nigeria, or you are in Chicago, or you are in Silicon Valley. As long as whatever you are doing is being rewarded and appreciated within your known geography, you are doing well locally. You are doing well locally. But guess what? The moment you begin to pull your weight, whether you like it or not, if it is written in your story, because I say to people every time, our stories are already written. You're going to understand that at this event or when it comes to your own city, right? But the idea is that the moment you begin to conquer your local space, you build a niche. The next thing is to go international. Daniel Festus, I see you. Go international. Now, when you go international, you are now international, but you are either continental or intercontinental. So as a local energy, you can be national. But the moment you go beyond the border that defines you, right, you are now going international. When you go international, you are either now continental, right, or global. So when you are international, right, you are either continental, meaning that you are expressing yourself beyond your country, but within your continent. When you are global, it means that you are expressing yourself in your country, maybe beyond your country, within your continent, then beyond your continent. That's a global figure. But listen, there's something called galactic, guys. There's something called galactic. And most people think it's an attainment, even when they are able to conceive it. It's not an attainment. It's design, right? And we have galactic individuals in the world today. One of them is Elon, Jeff Bezos. These guys are not trying to conquer the world. They've done that. That's why you see them going to the moon, trying to do something in Mars, going on space missions, because their curiosity is for the universe, not just planet Earth or the United States. Their curiosity aligns with the energy of the universe. So a part of them is going to keep searching. A part of them will never find ultimate contentment or fulfillment within the limits of whatever it is on planet Earth. And people think that you have to succeed to a level for you to be able to express your galactic positioning. No. You have to start now when you are seemingly a nobody. You have to keep a galactic mindset. Part of that is what allows you to be above all the offerings of your space. When people offer you money, they offer you deals you don't need, or they bring disrespect to you, it doesn't get to you because your mind, your entire spirit, soul, and body is galactic. The reward that comforts you transcends the limits of what can be offered on planet Earth. You see, That is another strategy altogether, man. And this is the type of conversation I am having. I am telling people, listen, you are not designed to dream at all. Dreams are designed to find you. Dreams are chasing you. Dreams are seeking residency in your life. That's why I call it dreaming from the future. The idea that all that you can be will visit you. It's not hard work, man. It's not hard work. It's not a lot of hustling. Hustling is a curse. I tell people every time. You don't need hustling. Ease is your destiny. Ease is your destiny. But you need positioning to consistently experience ease. The world is not trained to gravitate towards ease. As a matter of fact, we are created by our experiences, not by nature, but by nurture. We are all built to persecute ease. We persecute ease. A part of us feel terrible when things are coming too easy. We feel uncomfortable. Ease is your design. Ease is your destiny. You are not built to hustle. Hustle is a misnomer of the human condition. Now, this is not a popular thinking, but the universe compensates anomalies. The universe compensates anomalies. A part of you must be alive, so big that you are ready to swim in the sea of the anomalies. And I articulate that deeply in my sessions because you have to understand. See, when I go for different speaking engagements and I attend different seminars, I never have enough time to break down my thoughts. I just say enough. And I say so many things that I should say for 5 hours. I say it in 1 hour or 1 hour, 30 minutes, right? PK alone is an opportunity for me to have the stage to myself, the time to myself, the space to myself, and to say all that is in my heart. And I kid you not, precious, I see you. I kid you not, guys. I kid you not. The moment you begin to make plans around hustling, and then you allow your logic to fool you that only through your hard work can you produce results, then you are small. Believe me, you are already branded into a smallness you will never understand. Because in hustle, you will live by the beach in Miami or in Lekki in Lagos. You will live by the beach. You will drive 2 German cars. You will change the German cars every 2 years or every 3 years. You will travel abroad, business class or even first class, right? You will rent a few private jets here and there, right? And you will think you are okay. You will think you are okay, but you are not okay. What in your okay state is passing the test of popularity. You have acquired enough material symbols that announce to your area of influence that you are okay, because the majority is a shallow community. The majority is always a shallow community, and they judge you by your material representation. So if you drive a Range Rover or you drive a BMW, you drive a Rolls Royce or some big car, and you live in a big house in a great neighborhood, maybe in Nigeria, you be Banana Island. If you are in my city in Dallas, you are living in Highland Park, or somewhere, people just assume you are okay. Now, you are okay at the resolution of the conversation they are having. It's low resolution, but you are okay. You are okay because you will never have a problem with eating. You will feed any day. You have enough money to feed for the rest of your life, even if you don't work one more day. You will feed, you will look good, you will dress well, you will go out, you will come back, you will be big, you will be respected. A lot of people will give you room. They will pay attention to you. But guess what? By their standard, by their shallow standard, their low resolution standard of thinking, you are awesome. All of them want to be like you. But by the true standard of your potential, you are not okay. Success is not what you achieve. It's what you have achieved compared to what you could have achieved. Success is what you have achieved compared to what you can still achieve. Success is what you have achieved compared to the true value of your potential. The true value of your potential. Think with me for a second. Assuming you grow up and you die as the governor of New York, or you die as the mayor of Dallas, or the governor of Lagos State in Nigeria, or the governor of Nairobi in Kenya, you are somebody. You probably have enough reputation, enough money, enough capital to maintain your life materially till the day you die. And everybody will praise you. They want to be like you. But guess what? Guess what? Maybe by the true value of your potential, you are not just supposed to be the governor of New York. There's a power within you that can move you beyond the governor of New York to become essentially a senator in the United States or a congressman, and to move beyond that to even become the president of the United States, or to even move beyond that and top it with a UN Secretary General, or top it with a Nobel Prize. All of that is still ahead of you, but as governor of New York, or as governor of Lagos State, or governor of Nairobi, or mayor of Accra, you are awesome. Everybody's praising you. You can feel it, but the true value of your potential says no. You are more than the tongues running praises around you. And I say to people, even in my Dreaming from the Future class, I teach that if you get inspiration from praise, or you get dejection from criticism, you are still small. When your maturity arrives, you are going to find out that both criticism and praise are the same. As long as they come from the tongue of men, they are the same in time. Those who praise you today will persecute you tomorrow. Those who persecuted you today will praise you tomorrow. The idea is your life must represent a force. That force is the capacity to allow those with doubts to doubt their doubts. Come on, I'm not sure you get that. To launch those with doubts to begin to doubt their doubts. And that doesn't come from drawing your validation from the people who praise you or who put you down. Your maturity must be at a level where when people praise you, it means nothing. When they criticize you, it means nothing. You see, Jesus got that. More, I see you. Jesus got that. The Bible says, for example, that Jesus knew all men. He wasn't giving himself to any man, to any. He wouldn't allow the construct of human thinking to define the weight of his manifestation. He knew that there is an elasticity that goes beyond the logic of men. And so when you limit yourself to what human beings throw at you, whether it's good or bad, right? You have reduced yourself to an economy of the human tongue that has the capacity to regulate your emotions based on the words they say and how you feel about it. But your rebellion must be bigger than that. You have to be at a level of strength that both praise and criticism don't mean anything to you. Because in time, you are going to give it a new meaning as they doubt their doubts. The same thing for profit and loss. There's nothing called loss. Loss is a strategy. Profit is not comfort, nor a bus stop. It's not a stop. It's a strategy. So part of what you have to do is the capacity to reward yourself with that level of clarity, with that level of intelligence. It's a reward you have to give to yourself. Nobody is going to give it to you. Believe me. Nobody is going to give you that reward. It's a reward only you can give to yourself. And I call it living in deep time. I also call it living in bended time. When you sit in the room, all of that will be broken down thoroughly, right? And again, let me explain this. This is very, very important. Part of what you must also understand is that the biggest move, if you're a Christian, for example, the biggest move ever made by God was putting Christ on the cross. He saved humanity based on a strategy of loss. When he was losing, he was gaining the whole world. When the devil was winning, he was losing the whole world. I tell people, loss is a strategy. When you operate from an helicopter view that I understand, you will use loss to gain advantage. You will use profit to gain positioning, right? Evil is nothing, guys. When you dread evil, you are small. You lack helicopter view of the weights of life. When you mature, you are going to send evil on errand. Evil is designed as a necessary condition to highlight the necessity of good. There is no classification for good without the necessity of evil. The same way with light or darkness. Now, culture, history, tradition train you to be afraid of these things. train you to be worried of these things. When you hear words like darkness, evil, you're supposed to be afraid. No, you're supposed to get into positioning. You need evil in the world for you to operate your power at the highest level. You don't need to be an evil person, but you need to be capable of interpreting evil and mentoring evil to deploy it as an instrument of advantage. Come on. Mentoring evil. Yes, that wasn't a slip of tongue, guys. Mentoring evil. The helicopter view you will sustain will permit you to mentor evil. But when you think global or you think international, you think local or you think national, you think continental, you will be fine. But there are things you will never capture except you think galactic. Galactic, meaning that your positioning, your posture as a whole transcends the limit of anything planet Earth can offer. Elon is not a genius. Jeff Bezos is not a genius. Bill Gates, these guys are not geniuses. They are guys who have just taken responsibility for a geography beyond their logic, right? At that level, you don't do things. Things happen to you. And let me shock you guys. By 2030, max, Victoria Anna, I see you. By 2030, max 2032, 2035, everyone, you know how you see millionaires today? When you see millionaires today, what do you call them? You say they are rich, multi-millionaires. The people you respect financially are millionaires, billionaires, right? In another 7 to 10 years, to be a millionaire will be the same thing as to be a thousandaire today. You see, the way you look at thousandaires today, that's how you're going to be looking at millionaires. You know, there was a time there was no billionaire in the world. There was a time there was no millionaire. There was not one millionaire in the world. We grew our economy to begin to have millionaires. And at the time, the richest men in the world were millionaires. We grew, and then the richest men in the world became billionaires. In the next 10 years, we're going to see the richest men in the world will be trillionaires. And then those after them will be billionaires. So billionaire in the future, and I teach that. I have another immersion I call global billionaire, where I show people that billionaire in the next 7-10 years is not the grand height of wealth. It is the generic wealth of like what it means to be a millionaire now. But you see, you can't sit in these ideas if you don't raise a galactic consciousness of the way you interpret the world. You see, you can live 1,000 years easily and never hear about these talks. Easily. You can live to 90 years old and nobody will tell you about this thing.
Do you enjoy Olakunle Soriyan's content here on YouTube? Then you should be on Illuminate. It's the digital library of Olakunle Soriyan with over 25 years of private sessions, decoded frameworks, and content unavailable anywhere else. Visit bit.ly/PK-Illuminate to start your 7-day trial today. Subscription starting from $10 per month.
Feedback from the future.